Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Manchester United against Portugal.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that in any... Great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Beckenbauer attempts a clearance. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Oh no, this does not look good. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Hazard. He's got away. Look at the space here. Takes a shot. It's in.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's picked his way through.
Such good technique.
De Roberto. Looking to play him in, and he's worked it through. Great, decent chance! Goal! They are purring, truly purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like...
A header! And it's in! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Portugal cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Van Nistelrooy was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And Del Piero! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's a corner. Roberto with the short one. Roberto has the space to scheme. Hazard. Now this could be a chance. Yamal finds himself offside. Oh, that's a key interception. Adams. Matthäus. And it's Messi. Manchester United looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Half-time getting close now. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Looking for the run. And this is Hazard. And the shot! And no mistake. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves any favours then. They really should have picked...
And he shoots! And it's been... And another try! And it's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And with that, the referee says that is that for the first half.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal so far, Peter. They won't be happy about conceding, but other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
Manchester United leading by 3, and normally that would do, and some. But this feels like no ordinary game. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Shevchenko. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Belletti. Messi. Batistuta. Costa Curta. Van Nistelrooy. Roberto cuts out the pass. That pass has been well intercepted. Dani Olmo. And Mateus. Messi. Showing good feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Belletti.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
He's found space here. And now they can clear their lines.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now that's well seen too. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well timed, excellent interception. Great vision. Bellingham. Quality ball. And it's made its way to him. Nicely weighted ball. Big chance! And the finish! It's a goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline.
The goal for Manchester United after 74 minutes is number 9, Andrei Shevchenko. Andrei Shevchenko.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Manchester United.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries to play it through. Sané. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tries one from range! Griezmann! Becoming a modern great!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, good effort! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Sané going face-to-face with his great rival. A lot of space ahead of him. Shoots! He's got a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Griezmann. Looking for the run. Great chance! And that was very necessary. Pass somewhat off target.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, lovely bit of skill. That's good play. Shot at goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Sané. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Drills, tries a shot! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
There will be 3 minutes
They are
added time.
purring, truly purring! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. The second period is on the way.
Manchester United really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Great vision.
And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
He's having a shot!
And yes, it's there!
Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And he shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Howson. And he's forced to go back. And it's Neymar. Neymar. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, that was vital. Quality ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes. And that interception was most necessary. Griezmann. Griezmann looking understandably energised after his goal. Now it's Neymar. And he was alert to it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Yamal is onto this. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, that has not gone well. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that could set him on his way. He's Batistuta! Oh, impressive strike. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball, and he's in here, and the shot! And that's a good finish. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Barcelona are having a ball here. Oh, good-looking ball. And that is as far as it goes. Manchester United suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward...
Header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's Salah! And that was struck with genuine force. Now it's Villa, tries to play it through. Oh, now he can run. Hazard! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Hazard. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Aimed at the far side.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kimmich. So we're still where we started right now. Van Nistelrooy, who needs just a moment to score a goal. That is a great pick out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Shoots! And again! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Villa is offering a wry smile there.
No, that's been intercepted.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Hazard. And the through ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, and a chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now that great chance! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Manchester United have scored two quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Manchester United are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. The second half is up and running.
Number 17, Gerrard.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something.
Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Looking wide. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. David Villa. And that is a little undercooked. Rummenigge. Shot could be on.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
No way through there. Probing pass. Kimmich. Gerrard. Chouameni. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Kimmich, looking for the run. Can he get it through? And the shot! That's another chance! And a neat finish! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Just one in it now.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Munich really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Saliba deals with that comfortably. Gerrard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Munich really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, no, that was never going to make
There
it.
will be 1 minute added time.
Chouameni. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Hazard. It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. Now the ball in. And back out. So that's it. It is all over. Manchester United have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Van Nistelrooy taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Being displayed on the screen.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the manager's pumped here, Peter. He has every right to be after leading his team to such a fine performance. It shows exactly what it means to him. His passion is pouring out.
My thanks to Jim. We both... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello, everybody,
camaraderie.
and welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled out
match.
all the stops to make this a
Manchester
monumental
United
occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel Van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half.
And he shoots! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is so good, such sharp skill. And a chance! Loose ball. Oh, it's fallen loose again! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Van Nistelrooy. Iniesta. And it's Kaka. Silvestre. Well-timed, excellent interception. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. He's on it, can he get away? Khan clears. Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Neymar has it out wide and in space. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Rodri. Kaka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Rooney. Takes a shot! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Well, the angle wasn't good, and neither was the keeper. He scored then when he had no right to.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Shevchenko. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kaka.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now he's off and running.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's certainly onside here. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Guti is the team's great visionary. Kaka is in a really good position out wide. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Aims beyond the defence. Cafu gets into a good position.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he welcomes it in. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And it's gone back to the keeper. And it's half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Kaka tries to play it through, shoots, and a neat finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Barcelona now in a position far more desirable.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And that's really well manoeuvred. He's shifting through the gears here. Costa Curta. Oh, this looks sharp. Kaka. Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Cafu, this is the time you need that pace.
Cafu finding himself in space. That is a brilliant interception. Shot a goal! It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The ball has bounced loose now. Neymar. And now the breakaway. It's come to nothing. And that is well cleared. Drives it in.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he's there to belt it away and claimed it back swiftly. Guti. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Van Nistelrooy is onto it in a flash. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he's been caught napping. And that has sent him sprawling.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Cafu. Great vision. Cafu. Mbappe! And that has fair fizzed. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides
Hello,
get ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome to
This
today's
is football
match.
at its finest.
Manchester United against Paris
Colours
Saint-Germain.
vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
So it's away we go then.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and early setbacks, but that's what made him what he is now in many...
Gnabry! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Another chance from a corner.
Is their second corner of the game. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. That's really well manoeuvred.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Always onto this. Now it's Gnabry. Oh, that's fabulous.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Albert Ferrer makes the interception. Tries to pass it through. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Hazard. Half an hour played now. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Threads one in. Oh, and the shot! Goal! Manchester United!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Flashes it across. Getting up there! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ambitious ball here.
That's beautifully weighted.
Oh, no joy this time. Hazard. Out of play for a throw.
Two added minutes
Out
has
again
been
for a
indicated.
throw-in. Oh, good steal. He just read it. Has a look and plays it forward. That is good alertness. Into stoppage time. Whistle due any moment. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Manchester United leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. He's going for goal! It's bounced back off the post. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Albert Ferrer. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Gnabry. Now it's Shevchenko. And that is expertly dealt with. And that's another good win of the ball. He shifted it to the flank.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to...
Takes a shot! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Gnabry going face-to-face with his great rival.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Great vision. Now it's Forlan. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high.
That could spell trouble. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Yamal. Kimmich. Oh, good-looking ball. Distributed tidily.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
There will be a throw-in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Into the last 5 minutes. The pressing's intense, and it's... Oh, he's having a goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Beckenbauer gets it away. Tanucci got a long way forward to join the attack.
Has been indicated.
Bellingham wins the duel this time. And that is that. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Azar taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Programs are available from stands located.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Sure
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get
Hello,
ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome
This
to
is
today's
football
match.
at its finest.
Manchester United against
Colours
Manchester
vivid
United.
and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
And that gets things running.
So there is the trophy-laden Frank Rijkaard, the essential piece in one of football's greatest ever club sides.
Yeah, and he's one of these players, Peter, who will ensure that your team is always going to be on the front foot by triggering attacks from deep, while doing all the dirty work in the background. He's also surprisingly prolific for someone who plays in that deeper role.
Indeed, he in fact scored one of the most important goals in the club's history, the one that allowed the Rossoneri to defend their European crown, a feat not repeated until 2017. Aims beyond the defence. Robertson picks it up now.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Neymar goes short.
He's on it, can he?
Real chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So, a breakthrough already.
Cafu. He has found the way through.
Well, now here's a good battle,
Bicep to bicep. Deftly away. And the return pass. Costa Curta producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Right, Shevchenko.
Oh, nicely intercepted. That's an imaginative pass. Mbappe looking to receive it in space. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That has not gone well.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pinches it off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pass somewhat off target. Adams. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Goes for a shot! And that's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Shevchenko!
That is decidedly lacking. Mbappe. Mbappe makes a dash for it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Looking for options for movement. Howson, long ball upfield. And for the first half, that is that.
How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So straight into the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Robertson gets across to intercept that. Couch, never the sort to be shot shy.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10, Mbappe. Coming on to replace him is number 18.
Oh, such a clever
Van
touch.
Nistelrooy. Substitutions taking place.
It's a pretty loose pass. McAllister! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Just about up to the hour now. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Son Heung-min. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And this is Shevchenko. They want to be quick to recover this. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, he's all alone. Can he finish? And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
And yes, it's him again. "3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And this is Shevchenko. And this is Van Nistelrooy! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's forced to go back. And it's De Bruyne. And he's managed to get free. De Bruyne. Oh, nice touch. No, he can't get past him.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And he's got a chance! Oh, extraordinary. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now that looks a decent ball. Plenty to aim at here. And he'll shoot here!
There will be 3 minutes.
And he should have made it 4. And that has put paid to that.
And that will be it. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Gnabry. And here's Shevchenko. Well, nicely intercepted. And he's there to get it away. Shifted upfield. And here's Shevchenko. And he's cut it out. That's put paid to the danger. Now it's Neymar. Well, that pass isn't the best. Spread it left. And here's Van Nistelrooy. He is through here. Shot a goal! Goal! Manchester United! And we have liftoff! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's in a great position here. Threads one in. Oh, shooting chance! And that's in. They are purring, truly purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed.
Chance for a shot! It's hit the upright.
again in a trice, and they are soaring.
Neymar at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
Chance! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Delivers the ball. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Forlan. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Manchester United really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Manchester United look as though they have this game won. They've been firing and scoring at will. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now it's Shevchenko. Xabi Alonso gets across to intercept that. Passing is crisp and sharp. And they've got rid. And he was quick to react. And now they can clear their lines. And no, that was never going to make it. Deftly away. De Ligt. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. De Ligt cuts out the pass.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Showing great feet there. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Looking for the run. This looks promising. Swings it across.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's rather hopeful.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
No, that's been intercepted. Looking to play him in. Well, he was clearly disappointed. He's gone for goal! That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Nice sequence of passes this. Forlan, good read, needed to be. De Ligt. Distributed tidily, and it's Gnabry. Cafu. The ball has bounced loose now. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard with the clearance. Aimed at the far side.
Cannavaro gets it away. Here comes another cross.
That is ended up in no man's land. He's gone for goal.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Forlan.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Big chance! Oh, he's been... In he goes again!
Has been indicated.
Oh, denied at the last. He'll try from distance! And with that, the end. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top. There's the shot! It's run loose, and it's come back out to him. That's where it came from.
Real chance!
They want to be quick to... And there's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Chance, surely! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Can he spark a counter here? And here's Drogba, over to the right flank. Now who's going to be first to this? Threads one in. Oh, well played. Quality ball. De Ligt kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's having a pop! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, great leap! He will be livid with himself. Cannavaro is there, and he can pick it up. Silvestre. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Shevchenko. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's skewed away. Doué! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Utaitani have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Now there's a fine ball. And it's Rijkaard. And he welcomes it in. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's an imaginative pass. Hakimi. Spread out to the left. Mbappe, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a tiny finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, cracking ball. That's going to go a long way. And that is the end of the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Manchester United looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 16, Rodri. Number 10,
And we get things
Mbappe.
going again.
Coming on the field, number 51, William
Tries to play it
Pacho.
through.
Number 17.
He's picked his way through.
Substitution.
Bellingham, he is through here. Bellingham, Van Nistelrooy! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Utaitani are looking to go forward now. Aimed beyond the defence. Neymar's a header! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Manchester United find a position of real strength now. Pass somewhat off target. Ambitious ball here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Swung over. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Bellingham. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's with the keeper. Now it's Drogba. That is ended up in no man's land. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Silvestre. In towards the back stick. Good read, needed to be. And this is Shevchenko. And now the breakaway. So no flag here. Now he'll try from distance. And that's a sharp finish. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Lamine Yamal demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed at the far side.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Bellingham. Van Nistelrooy. No, again there's no way through. Knocks it into space.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's had it taken off him.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's in, surely! Gerrard! And he thumps it clear. He's going for goal! Oh, denied at the last. And we're done. Manchester United looking by any yardstick formidable. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. Now it's Lewandowski, and that is well cleared. Kimmich gets over and intercepts. Great vision. Knocks it into space. And this is a chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Neymar! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Neymar probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Neymar.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often. And he can get from box to box if needed.
Yeah, well, he does have an extraordinary work rate. And it's Lewandowski! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Goa with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Donadoni! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The purest possible contact, what a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
You felt it was coming, 1-0. Oh, he's on his own! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
De Bruyne, and here's Lewandowski. Oh, well played. Deftly away. Xavi Alonso. Oh, terrible pass. And he's running through. Shevchenko! Oh, split-second reaction.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
For it. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Minutes gone. Aimed beyond the defence. Nice interception, well timed. And it's been hooked away. That's really well cleared.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended. Lewandowski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Neymar gets on his bike and on the move.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Neymar. And it's Batistuta.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Can he get it through? Marquinhos can get it clear. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Manchester United come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2, then. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Manchester United still this single goal behind. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Goa clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Akanji calmly anticipates. Donadoni looking understandably energised after his goal. And this is Lewandowski. Can he finish? Well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It's Neymar! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Neymar. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Xabi Alonso cuts it out.
And here's Shevchenko.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. Just 5 minutes left.
Tries to play it through. Dani Olmo. Decent chance!
And he should have made them pay.
Dani Olmo really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Goa have their third corner. Towering header! And it's there!
And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling.
And Shevchenko!
It's loose and
there's the shot!
a real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And he's managed to get rid. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Neymar. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And again! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Engages and forces him off the ball. Manchester United currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Neymar, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Look at the space here. He's having a pop! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Costa Curta trying to keep this in. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Shevchenko. He is through here. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Terrific effort! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Howson. Manchester United looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Costa Curta. Forward it goes. Neymar. Van Nistelrooy. And this is Shevchenko. This looks promising. Rodri. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And this is Shevchenko. Well cut out. Not much of error there at all. And this is shapes to shoot. Yes! Again in a trice, and they are soaring. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
A case now of complete control.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Special lottery. Please
Well, they're in a
grab the
great
tickets you were
position,
given when you
Peter,
were walking
so
through the
why
gates.
stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Manchester United, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. That gets us going once more. Bayer. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Driving forward. Succumbs to the pressure. And it's Shevchenko. Beckenbauer. Bayer. Lovely pass. Goes for goal! Against the crossbar. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Brazil really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Over to the right flank. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, goal! Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Shevchenko! And that is great goalkeeping.
Brazil are stuck in a rut, and
He's gone for goal! Always going over the top.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Can he get it through? Great chance! They've played it short. Applies the finish! In with the challenge. Here's a chance! What a hit! The save was firm. Brazil could be danger here. And that's been won straight back. Rodri powering forward here. Now it's Mbappe. And he's running through. Mbappe. And the shot! And a neat finish. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him. And his response absolutely clinical.
Shevchenko really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Howson. That's really well cleared. Driving on and making good progress. Goes for the shot!
Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Added time.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, perfectly measured that. Neymar! And we're done. Manchester United really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents...